Welcome to the band strength workout. I have a variety of bands here. I'm just going to explain real quick. I'm missing my medium band, which is the one that I like the best. The medium band is probably hiding in a suitcase. I'm not sure. I can't find it. So what I have instead, I have my heavier band, which is a little heavy for me. I can't move it too far. So you're going to see a lot of my movements today are going to be pretty small. If your band is loose enough, you can put it up on your hands. I kind of put it so that my thumb is on the outside and my fingers are on the inside, and that works really well. But you'll see with this band, I don't move it very far. My light band, on the other hand, is really, really stretchy, and I can stretch it quite far. I almost feel like it's going to snap. So far it hasn't. You should check these once in a while, though. If they have a tear, they can snap. And they're not usually very expensive, so you kind of get what you pay for, and they're usually pretty inexpensive. I also have my TheraBand. So if you have one of these are a really good option. These, also not terribly expensive. They usually come in packs of 3. I've got the rest back there. And these are nice because you can hold them closer to add more tension or hold them further. You can wrap your hands around them. So I will switch and use this for a few things today too, just to show you. Last thing that I have is my fabric band. I'll use this for my legs. You can barely, with your arms, you can barely move it at all. It's really tight. But for legs, your legs are strong enough. So I know I have a big variety here. You can do all of these basically without the band. You might want to use a light set of weights as an option instead, because a lot of our movements today, the focus is going to be on going really slow, so that we get kind of a burn just from the isometric. All right, I'm just going to start with a very light jog. It is late in the afternoon for me, so I'm already pretty warmed up just from my daily activities. But if you're not, you might want to take an extra couple minutes. You might want to pause this here and just warm up for 5-ish minutes so that your blood's flowing. Good. From here, just step tap. And again, I'm going to have this with my thumbs up and my forefingers in, if I can get the mobility with that. If you need it a little easier, you can put it on your wrist, and moving it in a little bit more is going to give you more strength so that you can move it more easily. Go ahead and bring your heel up to your butt. As always, we've got kind of good posture, shoulders down and back, belly button in. And for just the last few seconds, we're going to march up. Again, belly button's always in. When your knees go up, that's always core work. We don't think of it like that, but it is. All right. Good posture. My feet are just a tiny bit more than hip width. I got a little bit of a bend in my knees, nice and loose. Little curve in my pelvis to keep my stability. And I'm going to lift all the way up and all the way down. All the way up. So the catch here is you want to keep tension on it. With this band, my hands don't look like they're very far apart. With your band, you might be a lot further. If you don't have a band, again, grab up some water bottles or maybe some 1 to 3 pound weights, maybe up to 5 if you've been working out for a long time. Good, we're going to come up, and from here, you're just going to press your hands out, out, out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it's a pull down. Pull it down, release it up. The harder you pull, the more work you're going to get. Good. 3, 4, 5. We go slow for a couple of reasons. One is so the band doesn't go flying on us. And the other is so that you feel a little bit more of a burn. Good, there is our 8. Now we got pulses. So you're going to come down and just pulse, 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 release it up. Pulse, pulse. Oh, this band is a lot. I miss my medium band. This is 3. I like to work muscles in a lot of different ways. That's always heavy weights isn't ideal. You want to have a little bit more variety so that you get used to different types of muscle burns. I might have miscounted, but let's go one more here. Pulse, pulse, 8 quick singles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to bring that back up to release it. Good. Roll it out. You should be feeling that down through your arm, triceps, even some biceps, down into your lats and shoulders. All right, a little bit of tricep work. So this, you can move this where you need to. I'm going to start on the shoulder. This palm's open, and I'm going to press it straight down. Okay, I won't make it too far because this band is so tight. You're going to press back. Make sure that your elbow is close to your waist. 4. You can move the hand if you need to make it easier or harder. 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release, and you're going to switch. So I just kind of roll my hands to switch them. I've got this one in the palm facing up and this palm facing down. All right. One thing that people notice with this too is that this arm, the arm that's straight, 4, is getting work too. 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hold that. Bring it together. Roll down and back. We got 4 more of those full length. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do though. This time I'm going to ask you to really push out as you're doing this. So you're going to feel tension here. So as you're bringing it up and down, you'll feel it more because you're putting tension on it. It's nice and slow, nice and controlled. 3. Let's get 1 more. Good. 1 more. And I'm starting to feel it's really hard to hold it. And now I'm going to actually do some biceps. Same thing though, I'm pressing out. If you've got light weights here, you might want to pick up something just a little bit heavier. 2. I'm shaking. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep pulling, 2, and 1. Good. All right, take a little break there, shake it out. Again, this could take a little bit of playing with it. Stretch out to the side just to get used to the tension. You really have to, you have to make this one work because I can do this without much work, right? I can grab this one, which is super duper stretchy, and if I pull it, even when I'm pulling it out, right? That's how far this one goes. That's how big of a difference it can be. The other one, I was right here. This, I'm all the way out. If I keep this one here, I'm not doing anything. I can swing my arms all day like this. You have to press out to be able to get the work. I can feel the difference. As soon as I go like this, I can feel it. All right, I'm going to switch to this. Now, let's do this. Let's go legs first. So, band, you should sit when you put the band on. You have to be very careful. You don't want to trip. I didn't, but I recommend that you do. Or hold on to something while you're putting it on just to get your, oh look, my son's towel. We have multi-use spaces in our house, obviously. All right, so I'm going to start at one side of the mat on this one. Again, always with the posture. I'm going to start with my feet a bit closer together. I'm going to step out and down into a squat. You can do this without a band. Come up center, back down, and up, and down, and up. 1, 2, 3 in each direction. 1, 2, 3. So my band is up high on my thighs because it is the fabric band, so it's really, really tight. If I had one of my other bands on, I'd probably put it on my ankles. From your ankles, it's going to be a lot harder than from your thighs. So that's how you can adjust it. If I wanted even more here, I could really move this all the way down as well. So this is where your heart rate comes up a little because we're working a really big muscle, your quads, your butt, lots of work. But also a really simple move. So when you're doing this, focus on your form, right? Everything's as it should be aligned. Weights in your heels, and butt goes down. Always, 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 every single time you squat, make sure that your knees are never in front of your toes. One more each direction. We're actually going to end where we started. All right, from here, walk, walk, tap, walk. So here you're a little bit wider, bigger steps, right? So instead of the 3, I'm making it all the way across my mat in 2. Same thing. I can do a lot here, or I could do very little here. If I make small steps, I won't feel as much. But by keeping my steps as big as I can, by stretching this, by getting as much resistance as I can, I'm going to work the side of my legs more. Now, if you're doing this without weights, or without band, I want you to think about staying lower. That's how you're going to increase the work if you don't have a band. Couple more. Come this way. We're going to go back. And roll back. Drop the band. Shake out your legs. We'll do another set more or less about like that. I'm going to switch to this band for the next move. About there should feel good. So I want to pull back and I want to be able to, again, get tension on it. If I'm not getting tension, I'm not getting work. All right, we're just going to start with the arm just to get used to it. So hands are out, palms are in front. Pull back, press forward. Pull back, press forward. 3. If you've got light weights, you can do this with the light weights instead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it out here. Now press it out, out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Palms are out and you've got a little bit of tension on it. You're going to step 1 foot back to a lunge. Hold the lunge. Now pulse in. 1, 2, 3. Stand up. Same leg. Pulse, pulse. So you got a static lunge with a pulse in your arms. 2, 3. Good. Pulse, pulse, pulse. That's 4. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 5. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 6. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 7. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 8. Just out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Other leg. Bring it down. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Stand. Pulse. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Oh, good. Press out one more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All the way down. Press out on the band. All the way up. All the way down. And all the way up. Come halfway back. All right. So this is going to be, one hand's going to stay front. The other hand's going to push out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I get kind of a little rock going with it just to keep it momentum going. All right, I gotta adjust my hands a little bit. This time this one's going out. You can move this hand closer if it's getting too hard to pull the hand out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it in. Roll down and back. Shake it out. All right, got one more set of legs. I'm just checking the time here. We're great. We got one more set of legs. This one's going to be just a little bit shorter. The legs are good work, but it's also good for your heart rate. Okay, I'm going to move a little lower this time. Last time I was up towards the middle of my thighs. This time I'm just above my knees. Again, if you've got a loose band, it's probably by your ankles. If your band is really, really loose, it might be hard to make it work, but do your best. And again, if you don't have a band for your legs, just try to stay low in the squats. So here I'm squat and stand. If you don't have a band, try squat, 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 over. Squat, stay low, low. I might have lost count there. Here's 1, 2, 3, again. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stand again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. One more each side. 1, 2, 3. Back. 2, 3. We're taking out the squat, so it's big steps. It's just 2. Big, big tap. Big, big. Try tapping out. Big, big. Stay out. Big, big. Out. 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 Couple more. We've been working a lot at the front of our thighs. This gives us a little chance to work the side glutes. Good. All right, drop that. Mine comes off easily. All right, I'm going to do this last set with the light weights, just because I know some of you don't have a band, so some of you are using light weights, so you can see if you've been doing it right. I'm sure you have. All right, got the light weights. We got one last set. This is a little combo. So again, always, always down, back, belly button in. I've got a fairly loose grip on the weights, but I won't lose them. I want to come all the way up and all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. One more like this, all the way down, all the way up. Now I'm going to pull, 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 press up, pull, 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 press, pull, pull. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, singles faster, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move to the front. Hands are out front. And do a little split stance here. Okay, we're pulling back, pulse, pulse, press, pulse, 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 2, pulse, 3, 4, 5, singles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold them out. Come back up. Last little bit, just a combo. You're going to come down, out, in, and up. Down, straight out, in, 2, down, out, in. Water bottles will work for this. Up, down, out. If you've got the band, whoo, out. Keep the tension. Out, in, up, down, out, in, up. This definitely builds as we go. There's not a lot of breaks for some very small muscles. Up, down, out, in. Last time, down, out, in, up. Good. Bring it down, roll it back and out. Go ahead, drop to one side. So you're stretching this hip. If you want, I have let's put the weights down. Let's just stretch my arm up, pull my rib cage away from my hip. Switch arms. So I want to stretch out back here, all the lat muscles back here. Come down, grab your hands in the back, stretch, pull back, and roll around. Again, this is probably a lot different for your shoulder across than a lot of the workouts that you've done if you're not used to working with bands. If you didn't quite pull them tight enough, you might not have felt much. If you pulled them really tight, you might be pretty sore. It's a different kind of burn. It's not like lifting a heavy weight. It's good to do a few different things. Breathe in and out and just get your balance to pull back. Good. That should feel nice. I'm really losing my voice today. Sorry if I'm a little off. But a challenge is a challenge. Doing one a day. This should be a lot different than yesterday though, right? Yesterday was very high heart rate, very heavy push. This should be a little bit more gentle. Go ahead, feet out. Come down to one side. I'm going to pop my foot just a little bit. Stretch the inner and outer thighs. Come to the other side. Good. All right, walk your feet in. One more breath. In and out. You're done. Let's see how I did on time. 23 minutes. Not too bad. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.